life is a learning curve, and for me, it is a learning curve every single day. The person who argues that he or she is not learning from something or somebody every single day is a poor person. And I think it starts with willingness. If you've got the right attitude of not thinking that you know everything, and that what you only know is a little, then you are ready to learn more. My name is Altus Klingenberg. I currently stay in Potchefstroom, Northwest. I'm married to a beautiful wife, Antoinette. Got a son in matric at the moment. He's got a different matric than what anyone else could have expected or dreamt of. Bit awkward, but they're getting there. It's going well. And my daughter and my son-in-law has returned from the UK. And we are the proud grandfather and grandmother of a lovely, lovely daughter, grandchild Genevieve. And when they returned, fortunately, about 48 hours after they landed, the hard lockdown started. So that was really, really grace. Everything that you do has a purpose. And if you don't link it to a purpose, you are left in a vacuum. And I think if we, really look around us, there's a lot of hardship. And the hardships are increasing. And this is such a beautiful and such a wonderful opportunity to make a difference in people's lives. And that is reward. Yes, the monthly recurring income, it's nice to receive the SMS that your bank account has been credited, but it's more rewarding than that SMS when you know I've made a difference in people's lives. And having your family in mind and being honestly sincere about their wealth in their future as well motivates you. It carries you through those times that people might decide not to continue with Dew Point, and you get these notifications, this and that, and the other person may have cancelled a debit order. Does it frustrate you? Definitely it does. Do you catch a dip emotionally? Yes, you do. But then you look at your family and you once again remind yourself why you're doing this. And that carries you, and that brings you forward. There's a difference for me in terms of being ambitious and enjoying fulfillment. And Dew Point is fulfillment. I enjoy doing it. I catch myself that I end up at what evening hours. I would like to replace maybe ambition in this regard with passion. And if you do something which you are passionate about, naturally you'll become good at it. So I would sincerely hope that by latest December, January of next year, that I've been able to rank up to rank 4, because I don't want to miss that event for anything in life. And then, my approach is a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step, and then one step at a time. Approach it slowly, not, be overly eagerly ambitious or passionate. And I think that's where some people become despondent, because they aim too high. And then the slightest setback and cancellations that come as a result of people not understanding what Dew Point is all about, they become despondent and they leave. And they think, it's not for them. Dew Point, once again, takes time, it takes effort, and it is a journey. It's not a destination. And if you ask me long term, I would like to be privileged to be part of Dew Point until the day I die. And that's when I'll stop. When I exhale my last breath, that's the day I'll stop. I always wanted another opportunity to create and generate an income, whether it be wealth or whether it be an income. I've got 3 sources of income at the moment, of which Dew Point is one. And I soon realized that looking and listening to Warren Buffett's wisdom, if your salary is your only source of income, you're one step away from poverty. And that was a rude awakening call, realizing that, At that point in time, I only had my full-time employment. And it hit me like a cold bucket of water right into the face, to realize that if something happens now, what then? I've got no plan B, I've got no plan C. And that in itself made me realize I have to look at something. So I started the second stream of income, which is software coding programming. I do customized software development for clients. And I was still looking for something, because that's feast and famine. Clients come and they approach, and you can't do a customized program every single day or every week or every month for a client. The moment I looked at that intro video, I was absolutely blown away. And the penny dropped. And never looking back. Yes, is it always smooth sailing? No. Will it always be smooth sailing? No, but that's part of life. Life has got its ups and life has got its downs. And we often remind ourselves it's not what happens to you, it's how you react to it. And therefore I also had to leverage and broaden my horizon of approach. So it was phone calls, it was Zoom sessions. I avoided Facebook for quite some time, and even Instagram. My son introduced me to Instagram. He said, "Oh, Dad, you're old-aged. We youngsters don't do Facebook. We like Instagram." So I said, "Okay, show me how to get onto Instagram." That helped a lot. But what you need to do is change often, and make a combination of different and combine different approaches. Sticking to one recipe may work for a while. That was my experience and has been my experience, but that eventually gets depleted. You've got that audience for that medium, and if you are considering different mediums and different approaches, bringing all social media platforms into some level or some degree. A major frustration for me has been that people have enormous excitement when proverbially the penny drops. And then there's a few weeks thereafter, all that excitement and all that passion is gone. That's one of the levels of frustration I've experienced. And the other frustration is that, people just don't read or even look at the video material. Despite whatever approach you may have, there's always the excuse, we don't have time, or we look at it some stage and we look at it some time. I overcome that by just keep on going, not making a nuisance of myself. So if a person at some point reaches that decision to say that, I'm not interested, I don't write him off or her off. I keep it on the list. And at some point in time, I say, do you remember me? I was this guy that approached you a while ago. And then you said, you're not interested, may I approach you again? And this is the reason why I'm doing so. And for me, it's always been, and I still have to meet that person who can sincerely look me in the eye and say, I can do without an additional income. I really want to meet that person. And I'm not the one sitting here today that knows everything. But really, guys, to make a success with Viewpoint requires dedication. It requires not only time, a lot of time, not only effort, a lot of effort. But the labor will deliver the fruits. Make use of those that know more than we do. Tap into their knowledge, tap into their experience, tap into their approaches and the lessons, obviously, that they've learned. So, it starts with you. If you're okay and I'm okay, then we're okay. But it starts with oneself. Often if you want to find a reason for things not happening in your life or not happening the way it's supposed to be happening, my personal advice and approach that I follow is I go and look at the man in the mirror. Because more than often, and 99.9% of the time, you'll find the answer there.